Hey guys, welcome to a Xaphix Blender tutorial. This is my first tutorial on a series of tutorials that I will be doing on Blender 2.5. Blender is a free open source 3D modeling, animation and gaming package that you can download off the internet at blender.org. So, let's begin. So the first time we open up Blender, you'll see this splash screen, and it doesn't really do much. It just tells you what version of Blender you've got. I've got Blender 2.5 Alpha 2, and it shows a little nice cool picture there. It doesn't really do much, so just click off it. Alright, so this is our 3D scene, and in our 3D scene we have our camera which renders the 3D scene like taking a picture. We have our default 3D cube that's automatically loaded each time we load up Blender, and we have our light source. And without our light source we won't be able to see what's in our render when we take a render, so we need that light source in there to be able to see what's in our scene when we render. Okay, so first we need to know how to actually move around our 3D scene. So if you hold down the Alt key and you hold down your left mouse button and you drag, you'll be able to manipulate the scene and basically just like moving around it. And also if you have a middle mouse button, you can just hold that down and drag, and that also allows you to move around the scene. Alright, so that's pretty cool, but we now need to know how to actually select objects in our scene. So if you right click on the light source, you'll notice that it's selected, and you can also do this for the camera and the cube, whatever you like to select. It's also possible to select more than one object in our scene. So say I selected the light source and I hold down shift and I right click on the cube, you'll notice that we can actually select more than one thing at a time. So we've got two things selected there. Okay, so we'll just select our cube right now. So let's what are these arrows? What do they do? Well, they allow us, if you just click them, they allow us to move our cube in the scene. So you'll notice that I'm moving the cube side to side and backwards and forwards, up and down. That's pretty cool. Let's just put it back where it was. And if we want to make our cube bigger or smaller, we just press the S key on the keyboard. This stands for scale, so we can scale it to make it larger and scale it to make it smaller. And there's also the R key on our keyboard. This allows us to rotate the object, the cube. We'll be able to rotate it, and you just left click to get off that, and you'll notice that I've rotated my cube. So I've rotated my cube and it's not in the proper place, so what we need to do is Control Z, and this undoes my previous action, so everything's restored to how it was before. Okay, if you press the G key, which stands for grab, this will allow you to grab and move the cube wherever I want in my scene. So if I zoom out, I scroll on out, and press the G key, I'll be able to move my cube over there and over there. Okay. So now let's do views. So this is our, as you know, this is our 3D scene. There's different views in the 3D scene, how we'd like to view our 3D scene. If you go to View and Top, this basically just shows a top view of our scene. And if we wanted a side view or just a side view, we'll just be able to view it from the right hand side there. So there's different kind of views that you can select. And also, if you want to actually view the scene from the camera's perspective, you just go to View, Camera, and you're viewing what the camera's seeing. The shortcut for that is 0 on your numpad. So say I've just gone out of that. Say I've just selected my cube. All you need to do is just press O, there's a little 0, and you're in the camera. Alright, so let's make something. So go to View, go to the side view, hold down Shift and D, and this will duplicate, like copying the object. So we've just made a copy of that. Press S to scale, and then with that just move that down slightly. Okay, go to view, front, let's see the front view of that. Okay, that's pretty cool. Shift D again, move that to the side, bring that down a little bit, scale it a little bit more, and then just put that there. Just duplicate that again, move that duplicated item over there. Shift D again to duplicate, move that down, move that up a little bit, and just copy that and put that over there. So we kind of made our a little basic man. It's a little exercise from what we've learnt. And also, if you'd like, you can mess around. You can rotate, change things however you prefer. So you could make that like rotate there, and that could move up there, or whatever. Control Z that. I'll just undo that. So yeah, that basically just does that. So this is the first Blender tutorial that I've done. I will be doing some more Blender tutorials that will be available on YouTube. If you've got any questions, or you'd like to show some of your work, or you want to just talk about anything, you can also go to our forum and our site. So I'll just load my site, xaphix.com. The links are in the description. Just go to forum, and ta-da! You can post it. If you've got any questions or queries or anything like that, or you just want to show off your Blender works, you can just go to the forum and just post there. Alright, I will be doing a second Blender tutorial. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.